So after the Govardhan Leela, now we enter the most beautiful and the most confidential and the most sublime Leela of Bhagavatam, which is the beginning of the Rasa Leela. We saw that in the winter months, the gopis prayed to Mother Katyayani that Krishna be their consort, and Krishna blessed them by saying that your wish shall be fulfilled in the autumn, the next year. So now the autumn season has come, and it is a full moon night. It is known as the Sharat Purnima, and in the autumn full moon night, Krishna decides to bestow his grace on all the gopis. So it says that he makes Yogamaya arrange that night to be the most perfect night for the most intimate and the highest pastime of Krishna avatar. It says here, Shukha Brahmam says, Bhagavan api ta ratrihi sharadotpulla mallikaha vikshyarantu manaschakre yogamayam upashritaha. Yogamaya, the divine power that makes everything happen perfectly right from the beginning. We saw how Yogamaya helped in first transferring Balaram to Rohini's womb, then being born to Yashoda and Nanda, arranging for Krishna's move from Mathura to Gokul. All of that was arranged by Yogamaya. The same Yogamaya is arranging this most beautiful Sharad Purnima night. So it says here that the whole evening, the night time was made so beautiful by Yogamaya. The moon was shining so perfectly with a reddish hue. All of nature was beaming and everything was so perfect. The breeze was blowing. The weather was perfect after a hot sunny day. And in this most wonderful setting, Krishna starts playing the Venu Geetam, the flute, the song of the flute. And when he plays the song of the flute, it reaches the ears of the gopis. And the gopis normally, as we saw, they are in such love with Krishna. Every day he goes into the forest and he comes back and they hear the Venu Geetam, and we already saw them being completely enraptured by the Venu Geetam. Today, for the first time this night, Krishna plays the Venu Geetam in the middle of the night, and they hear this. That is, it's late evening time, the time when they are serving dinner, or taking care of their children, or taking care of the cows. And Shukha Brahmam says, when this music came forth, they were drawn to that music with such divine love that they literally dropped everything that they were doing. Shukha Brahmam says, the gopis, everyone left instantly. They didn't even consult with others. Everyone knew what the others were doing. They all immediately left their houses. So it's very symbolic of how when the call of the divine from the heart comes, one has to let go of all attachments. If we hold on to attachments, then we cannot realize the supreme divine being. So in an expression of that, even in the outer realm, the gopis walk away from all attachments. It is said that some gopis were feeding their husbands, some were making meal, some were feeding their children, some were taking care of the cows, some were boiling the milk. Whatever they were doing, they didn't care. They instantly left it and went. So when we, for instance, when death comes, none of this matters, as we know. Whatever one is engaged in, everything gets dropped instantly when the body dies. Now here we are talking of the death of the ego. When the ego dies, it is also the same, because all these are only for the ego to have all these attachments. So, because the ego dies instantly in that moment for them, they drop everything, which is symbolic of dropping all attachments, and they all instantly go to the forest, finding Krishna there. And it is also said that there were a few gopis who were stopped by their husbands or by their sons or brothers, and those gopis were in even more intense ecstasy because of the intensity of their love for Krishna. They were completely transfixed in a state of samadhi. Just because they were not allowed to go, they couldn't do anything other than think of Krishna, and they were immersed in samadhi right then and there. But all the other gopis, they all came and found Krishna, and they found Krishna in the most enchanting form as Shyama Sundar. He was looking ravishing as always, with the beautiful decorations that he always has of tulasi mala, forest flowers around him, yellow silk shining in the night, beautiful peacock feather on his hair, and all the various jewels he wears, all of which is shining so brightly. And all the gopis see this ravishing sight, and they come and they all surround him. And when they do so, Krishna talks to them, and he first tells them to go back. So he tests them by saying, "You all come in this night. It is not appropriate for you to come now." He says, I know, understand that you have come because of your love for me, but you have your duties, you have your things to do. It's the night time, it's dark, various creatures roam around in the night, and you cannot leave all of them and come like this. They will all be looking for you. He says, Matarah, Pitarah, Putra, Bhratarah, Patayaschavaha, Vichinvanti hi apashyanto ma kridavam bandhu sadvasam. He says, all your not finding you at home, your mothers, fathers, sons, brothers, husbands, they are all looking for you. Don't cause any anxiety for them. So you have to go back. So when Krishna tests them in this way, by telling them to go back, it is said that all the gopis, they do not know what to do. They are standing there. Everyone is silent, and they are with their toes, they are scratching the ground, and they are just standing in stillness. Then finally, after some time, the gopis speak, and they say to Krishna, "O Krishna, we have come for this evening." They all know in their heart that this is all arranged by the divine, and it is the perfect union that they have been waiting for. And therefore they tell Krishna, "Do not be cruel with us. Do not make us go back for what we have been waiting for all this time. We have come here to be with you. You are, after all, the knower of all the hearts." So on this particular day, as we have seen before, Yogamaya has arranged it such that the gopis realize Krishna as the indweller of all hearts. Normally, the gopis deal with Krishna only as the beloved, but now in this mood, they have been given also the fullest wisdom that Krishna is the indwelling heart of all, and therefore they tell Krishna, "You are the indwelling heart of all, you are the supreme self, and to be with you is the highest purpose of life. You are that which pervades the whole universe, and you have taken this form to bestow your grace, and therefore please do not make us go away now. We have always been drawn to you, and now our attraction to you is unstoppable, and all we want to do is to be surrendered unto you fully. So please do not make us go back." So when in this way the gopis plead with Krishna, then Krishna, after enhancing their love, when Krishna asks them to go back, it only enhances their love for him. It increases what's called the Viraha Bhava. Even though they are right there, they are feeling the Viraha Bhava to even imagine being separate from Krishna. And with this enhanced mood of love, when they are at the peak of their surrender, Krishna accepts them, and then he starts playing the flute, and the gopis start singing and dancing, and then they have this most wonderful embrace with Krishna. Everyone is able to embrace Krishna, and they are all together in this beautiful moonlit night of Sharad Purnima. And when this happens, it is said that the gopis instantly, for just a brief second, feel a sense of pride now. Having got the embrace of Krishna, they feel a slight sense of pride that now we have Krishna and therefore we are very special. And the moment they feel that, the Lord disappears. Instantly they find that Krishna is not there. So this is also highly symbolic as well, because when we engage in any sadhana and we have a glimpse of the Supreme, the mind comes and tries to capture it and says that I have got it and I have to hold on to it, and makes it into a memory. And then that memory always proves elusive and it never comes back as long as we are holding on to anything in memory. So, in a way of symbolizing that, here the gopis feel a pride in their mind for having got the embrace of Krishna that they have been longing for all these times. So when they feel this pride, the Lord disappears. It is said that the Lord disappeared all of a sudden, and all the women of Vrija who were assembled there, they were highly agonized. And in this agony, they started remembering Krishna with even deeper love. So they started imitating Krishna because all they could think of now was Krishna. They realized that because of their slight pride, the Lord has disappeared, and therefore they can only look for him and remember him. So it is said that they all start engaging in various ways in which they can imitate Krishna. They are imitating his graceful movements, they are imitating his flute play, they are imitating his singing, they are imitating his posture, and thereby everyone is enchanting each other. All the gopis are enacting also all the pastimes of Krishna. It says, Bahum Priyamsa Upadaya Grihita Padmo Ramanuja Tulasi Kali Kulair Madantaihi. Ramanuja here refers to Krishna being the brother of Balaram. So they say, just as the brother of Balaram, Krishna stands, we'll also stand. They are holding a lotus in their hand. They are putting a tulasi mala around their neck. And then they start enacting every single pastime of Krishna. One gopi pretends like she is Putana, and another gopi pretends like she is Krishna, and they enact the pastime of Putana being slayed by Krishna. Then they enact the pastime of Trinavrita coming as a wind and taking away Krishna, and another gopi acts like Krishna killing Trinavrita. So in this way, right from the beginning, every single pastime of Krishna they enact. As we can recall, first it was Putana, then it was Shakatasura, the demon who came in the cart. Then it was Trinavrita, the demon who came as the wind. Then it was Vatsasura who came as a calf. Then Bakasura who came as a huge bird. Then Aghasura who came as a python. Then it was Dhenukasura who came as a donkey. Every single demon who came, they were all enacted by these gopis. Then they enacted the Govardhan Leela too. One gopi takes a scarf out and she's holding it up very sweetly in her finger and says, "Do not worry about the rain, I will take care." And all the other gopis pretend like they are protected by Krishna in the form of this gopi. In this way, they are enacting all the pastimes of Krishna in that moonlit night and having the most wonderful remembrance of Krishna while looking for him. Meanwhile, they are also looking for his footprints. As they are doing all this, they are walking around in the forest of Vrindavan looking for his footprints. Krishna's footprints are very unique, it is said. Wherever Krishna's footprints are found, Krishna's feet, the sole of his feet, has a lotus mark and a mark of a flag and an elephant goad and so on. So all these signs are seen in every footprint of Krishna. So they look for the footprints of Krishna here and there and they find it. And as soon as they find it, they start tracing it. And as they trace the footprints of Krishna, they find that along with Krishna, there is another footprint going along with him, which is the footprint of a lady. And they recognize that this is the footprint of a special gopi. And Shuka Brahman doesn't even name this special gopi, but only hints by saying, he says, Anaya Aradito Nunam Bhagavan Hari Ishwaraha Yanno Vihaya Govinda Prito Yamanayadraha. He says, one gopi was specially taken care by Krishna and who was doing the Aradhana of Krishna. And he uses the word Aradito to indicate, without taking the name, that it is the principal gopi Radha who is being taken by Krishna. And therefore all the gopis are very happy that their friend and their most beloved Radha is being taken by Krishna. At least she is getting the company of Krishna. And they see the footprints, they trace it, and it's very beautifully, poetically described by Shuka Brahman how the two footprints suddenly become one footprint, where only Krishna's footprints are seen, but the footprints are sinking deeper in the ground, which makes the gopis realize that now Krishna is carrying Radha, and that's why only Krishna's footprints are seen, but they are sinking deeper in the ground. And they trace these footprints, and then they finally come to a tree, and there the footprints stop, and there they see Radha finally. Radha is sitting there, the principal gopi, and she tells them also that I was with Krishna, but I also for a moment felt very proud that Krishna is now only with me. And the moment I felt that pride, Krishna vanished from me also, and I am left alone. So they all find Radha in this way, and all of them get together along with Radha, headed by Radha. And they all now realize that the only way Krishna will be found is if they fully surrender unto him, and they cannot trace him with their efforts anymore because the footprints are not found. The forest becomes dark after a point that the moonlight cannot enter the forest, and therefore they go back to the banks of Yamuna and they start simply singing about Krishna. And that song is the most famous Gopi Geetam, which we shall see tomorrow.